On this episode, we are wishing Walt Disney World a very happy 50th anniversary. Today is October 1st, 2021, and this is episode 396 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I am your host, Jeremy Stein, and I am joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys.
And we are on location at Coronado Springs Resort in Grand Destino Tower as we look out over Villa del Lago and Three Bridges from our beautiful tower room. And I have no notes today, so you know
How's
what?
this gonna go?
MainStreetMagic.com. You can find us on social at MainSTMagic. You can go to MSM Friends. You can see all our wonderful partners. If you want all the action live in our private Facebook group this weekend, you can check out our Patreon group, Wonderland Crew, at wonderlandcrew.com. Melissa Pilgrim with Ears of Experience is an amazing travel partner of ours. You can find her at msmears.com. And that is me just working my way through our intro without notes for the first time in almost 400 episodes.
Wow, good job.
You would think that this is just ingrained in my brain, and somehow it's not. Literally no notes, nothing today. We want to just kind of sit. We want to chat a little bit about the 50th anniversary, a little bit of our experience so far as we have started to experience the 50th.
Yeah.
Checked into Coronado Springs this morning, September 30th, Thursday, the day before the 50th anniversary. That's been our plan, Rhonda, for quite some time, right?
Yes.
What happened on Tuesday, and there were text exchanges that somehow we came on Wednesday. Talk a little bit about what we did, where we stayed, thought process behind us just winging it and saying, you know what, let's go down a day early. There's some stuff we want to do.
Well, none of this would ever be possible if it weren't for you guys listening. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you first and foremost.
Huge thank you as we literally approach our 400th episode 2 weeks from today.
Yes. So with that being said, we have made amazing friendships over the years. And one amazing friendship is Kat and Michael and Jossie and Nick. And so we have a little chat group text that we text with them very, very often.
Probably unhealthily, is that a word? Probably an unhealthy amount every single day.
Well, and it's funny because I work so much that I feel bad sometimes I miss things.
You and Michael are nonstop busy working on, not the rest of us aren't doing things, but we have more of an opportunity to respond to text messages, I will say. Because you and Michael are using your hands where
we usually do not.
You're involved with clients and such. Okay. I'm just clearing some air here, just putting that out there. That's all.
Yes, but Tuesday, no, was it Monday? No, was it Tuesday?
It was Tuesday, yeah.
Holy moly.
I know. This
happened quick.
Yeah.
So Tuesday we get text.
It really escalated.
They started texting the group and all of a sudden my gut was like, I think we should be there on Wednesday night. Like after the girls get out of school, let them go to school all day. It's early release. We could be down there by like 4 p.m. So obviously, long story short, that is exactly what happened. I didn't think Jeremy could find a room, but it was really awesome because we found this very, very inexpensive room, in my opinion, at Home, the number 2 Suites. Over
it's a Hilton property.
Over at Flamingo Crossing, which is one of our favorites anyways because it's right around the corner from Three Bridges. Coronado Springs. So, again, with that being said, we got a $100 room pretty much, and we never stayed there. Thought it would be great content to bring to y'all.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic place to stay.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah, we do. This is, if you've listened to us talk about off-property in the past, and our number one recommended place is Town Place Suites by Marriott, in the same Flamingo Crossing section. In the past year, several other hotels have opened up there, one of them being Home 2. There's also a Homewood Suites by Hilton. There is a Fairfield Inn, and I want to say there's a Residence Inn.
Residence.
There is a lot going up in this Flamingo Crossing area that this is going to be the off-property destination as far as restaurants and shopping and all this retail and all that's going up. $109 room.
Yep.
King bed, queen pull-out couch, kitchenette, bathroom, of course, lots of storage.
Very large room.
Very large room, $109, all in $123. There are no resort fees. There are no parking fees. There are no annoying add-on fees that you can often get from some of these off-property resorts. Breakfast included, nice hot breakfast. So room, perfect, right? And there is a 2-queen room with also a pull-out sofa bed.
Wow.
I specifically booked the king, and it was the same price. I booked the king because I was like, you know what? The girls can sleep on a sofa bed one night. Rhonda and I are taking a king bed.
Yeah.
Right? So, but overall, highly recommend. What about breakfast and what was available at breakfast this morning?
There was a lot.
And how do you compare it to Town Place Suites breakfast? Because I like this one better.
Oh, I would say way better.
Yeah.
Way better options.
Yes.
I won't say way better, period, just way better options. You had cereal, of course. You had not only your Mickey waffles, but you had 2 different sizes. You could get a large or you could get 4 small ones.
Golden malted mix.
Yes.
Yep.
They were fantastic. You had your choice of, on the hot side, oh my goodness, grits, egg, like omelet little type thing with peppers and stuff in it.
Yeah, cheese in it.
It was good. Mine just unfortunately wasn't really warm, which was sad.
But the taste was delicious if it had been nice and warm.
Yes, I'm sure to say that flavors was fantastic.
Yeah.
You had breakfast sandwiches. You actually had a breakfast bowl.
Oh my goodness, this breakfast bowl. So it was funny because everything's sitting in hot plates, or like in a heated element thing. And these breakfast bowls, they're in a plastic container, and they have the plastic film on top, and they have, I'm sure, probably been microwaved. Like it's something like you've seen the Jimmy Dean bowls, Same with the breakfast sandwiches. So I get it, and I'm like, okay, we'll see how this is. And it's take off the film. It's nice and hot in there. They even had the Cholula hot sauce packets, which I love that brand. Put a little hot sauce on it. It is sausage. It is eggs. It is cheese, onions, bell peppers. It was potatoes, little diced potatoes. If somebody, I'm not kidding, had just if I had gone up and they'd said, "Sir, here's your plate," and it had this on, that had been served that way, I would have thought they were in the back on a griddle making this up.
Wow.
It was actually really good, and the flavors were great. I also tried a breakfast sandwich because I felt that was very important for this episode. And I got turkey sausage, aged cheddar, egg on a little English muffin.
Okay.
Also very good.
Awesome.
And these are served hot and ready. I was really impressed with this breakfast. The resort, I feel like I can call this a resort, not a hotel. Because talk a little bit about the grounds. So the same way that Town Place Suites and Spring Hill Suites share the middle pool area, bar and grill, fitness center and all, Home 2 and Homewood Suites do the exact same thing.
Right.
But I think to a little bit of an elevated level. And Town Place Suites will be on top of our list. Like, it's just easy for us to compare when we've talked about. Home 2 is moving up.
I started to say Home 2,
it's
man.
moving on up like the Jeffersons, okay?
Yeah. Well, because, you had a dishwasher in there. In the little kitchen.
You have one at Town Place?
You do? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure there's one at Town Place. And then Town Place also, the only thing that this kitchenette was missing, Town Place has a 2-burner stove.
But you can just ask for one.
But here at Home 2, you can actually call down and they will bring you a electric burner, which you see a lot of
cooking shows with it.
Cooking shows with it, like TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
So here's something I've noticed. So I started watching John Catucci, believe is his name. It is I'm going to butcher it now. the best big. I tweeted about it. Son of a, can't remember. It's a show on Hulu. It was wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
I noticed in their kitchens, a lot of these, because I watch a lot of food shows, in so many of these kitchens, they were using electric burners. And then as I started to watch, I realized it's because they couldn't get the camera angles they wanted on the true stovetops.
Right.
So they literally were taking an electric burner and cooking like gourmet meals on this thing. So you can do the same at home too. But talk about the common areas, including the pool slide,
so
bar grill, all that good stuff.
Cute little pool area with a little twisty slide. There's no lifeguards on standby or on duty.
Yeah.
So, just
I don't think it would help if they were
respectful.
on standby. Because if somebody had a radio and be like, hey, someone's drowning, and they were at their house, like, you don't put a lifeguard on call.
Okay.
Like, he gets it on his beeper, and then he has to, he either calls the number back, or did you ever, did you do the beeper where you would send messages to people?
I did have a beeper.
But you would send messages to people, right? And you had to decipher it based on the numbers that lined up?
We never did that.
Oh, man. I did. And it was awful.
But anyways.
The person I was dating at the time would send messages, and then I'd be like, cool. Let me get a pen and paper, and let me look at a phone, because you do the one, or you do the ABC, lines up with each of the numbers, and then I would have to decipher what it said.
I would never.
And then like an hour later, I'm like, oh, I gotta send a message back? I don't even know how to do this. Like it's a beeper. Like let's either rush to emergencies because we're a doctor or sell drugs. I don't see why we're sending each other messages.
Oh my goodness.
But this was before I had a cell phone.
Yes.
So, anyway, in today's episode of How Old Are We? What were we talking about? The pool area.
Yes. It does not get very deep, which is nice, too. It has a 0 entry if you do have young ones. And if you have a hair color that you really don't want to get your hair wet. It's perfect.
Yeah.
For
That's
all
a good
of
sales
that.
point. It's in the brochure. You have hair color you don't want to run? We have a 0 entry pool.
Exactly. So anyways, with all that being said, great bar area. And it's a great hotel.
Yeah. And down by that, there's a pool bar that has some food. Not a huge menu, some normal bar menu food, but we didn't try any. I actually do want to come back here and spend more than a night. Yeah. And really test some stuff out.
Because we really just...
there's grills everywhere. Like there was somebody there grilling chicken, barbecue chicken smelled incredible. There are, I don't know, half a dozen fire pits throughout with a lot of outdoor seating, some covered, some in the open. Just seriously, I was really, really impressed with this place.
I was too. And we actually, unfortunately, checked in. We got in our room, and I would say, give or take, about 20 to 30 minutes later, we were leaving again. Yeah.
So we decided, I'm gonna hold off, or let's hold off on Epcot and Harmonious and Creation Shop and some of that stuff because we're gonna get probably a 2-parter out of this next week after we return. So we'll touch on that. A couple things I want to talk about though is, Rhonda, what with the 50th coming tomorrow, when you're listening, it's today. We'll be at Magic Kingdom.
Well, we can tell them we already went to Magic Kingdom.
We went to Magic Kingdom today. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and talk about Magic Kingdom today then. Okay. We can use that today. We'll save the other stuff for next week. Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, we have seen merchandise dropping over the course of the past 5 days, honestly. So I said, and I was also talking with Kat, and I was like, I'm thinking, like, why don't we just, we have no plans today at Coronado except to just enjoy this lovely resort that we call home because we've stayed here a numerous of times. So it's not like we need to be here because we haven't enjoyed this resort. So I was like, why don't we run over to Magic Kingdom? And Jeremy actually was like, all right, well, let's go do it. Let's go more on the early end when we got over here, and then we can go We're going to do Three Bridges here in a little while.
Three Bridges, what's that?
Oh, it is
Never heard of it.
the best restaurant. Just kidding. No, but seriously, yeah, I need to get to bed early tonight. So we're going to rope drop Three Bridges. And then after dinner, I am going to come back, get ready. I do need my Dyson. I need to try to get pretty for the 50th tomorrow for...
Shouldn't take much for you,
Oh,
honey.
you're sweet. But anyways, yeah, so we went over to there because honestly, I'll be honest, I was like, well, let's go and maybe get some merchandise shopping out of the way. So we went over there. Unfortunately, we've got some sad news. There was a shirt Jeremy looked at wanting to get, and I wanted the pajamas. Sad news is they did not have our sizes. Good news, though, is these are the 18-month long category. So apparently some merchandise is in categories.
Yeah.
And this is the 18-month long category. So I'm excited about that. I do want those pajamas. If I would have bought them, I'm not going to lie, I would be wearing them right now as we are recording. But
knowing that they're there for 18, like at first I was like, you know what? I don't need them. Like I'm not really a pajama guy. It's not like every night at like 7, I go put on my silk pajama top and pants, you know, and smoke my pipe and have a cup of tea while I read the newspaper or something. And then I'm not going to sleep in them.
I thought that would happen. I just started to say, I thought that would happen in the morning.
Yeah, that could be either way. But
you'd have a nightcap, and then you'd go to, and then in the morning you'd have your tea and stuff.
The more and more I think about it, I want these pajamas so bad.
You do?
I do. Like I work from home, so they could also be kind of like my daytime suit.
Okay.
So they are so soft.
They are.
And silky. And
they are beautiful
elegant.
in person.
Like
beautiful.
if Hugh Hefner was still alive, he's dead, right? If Hugh Hefner's dead?
Oh my goodness.
Is he?
I don't know. Let's see.
Whether he's dead or alive right now, and I'm honestly not sure, and I apologize for that. I think this would be like a Hugh Hefner style pajama set. They are glorious and elegant and soft and silky, and I kind of want them knowing that I have the potential of 18 months
I don't even know how to spell his name.
to buy them.
Hugh Hefner.
Rhonda's using Siri
Hugh
to
Hefner.
find out.
I have
right
no
now,
idea how to spell. Oh, here he is.
What's it saying? What's it saying to us here?
Yes, he died, honey, in 2017.
Oh.
He was 91. I was reading
Good for him,
91 and 2017 at the same time.
He did good. But
He did
anyway,
good.
these are really cool. There's a lot of great merchandise. It is interesting to know that some will be, of course, very limited. Some will last all 18 months, which I love. So that part about it is great. But in general, what are you looking forward to the most about the 50th anniversary? And it doesn't just have to be this weekend that we're here. It could be over the next 18 months. Like, what are you looking forward to the most?
Honestly,
Yeah.
after the Magic Bands dropped and information dropped today,
Magic Band Plus.
yeah, I think I'm looking forward to that because of the interaction with all
That
the
seems
statues.
so cool.
There's 50 statues across all 4 properties.
That's beautiful.
They are stunning, and I would love to see that, and I'm excited to see that. Again, you're talking over the 18 months.
Yeah.
I am excited to see. I am excited to see Enchantment tonight. I am excited. We'll give a little preview to. I'm excited to see Harmonious with a better view.
Yeah, from the right spot. Agree with that. Yep.
Not that it was bad. It just wasn't the right spot.
Yeah, we didn't have a good one, and that's why I don't want to talk too much about it now, so that we can catch it again.
Yep.
And then I actually want to watch the Disney Parks live, or well, now it'd be recorded stream of it, so we can really voice that opinion.
But
did you know that the same company that made the Buc-ee's statues that are out in front of each also made the 50th anniversary statues?
I did.
Which is pretty cool.
It is.
Those statues are beautiful. We finally saw them. This is the first we saw them this weekend.
We got a few pictures.
We did.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the merch to drop tomorrow and see what that's all about. I'm excited and nervous, to be truthfully honest. But
do you think that October 1st, while we're there, as people are listening to this, is going to be, are you overwhelmed in thinking about it? Because I, as the day goes on, am starting to feel extreme anxiety of what it's going to be like, in a good and bad way. Like, is there good anxiety? Right?
I don't know.
I don't know what to expect. I'm being honest. Like, my brain keeps trying to prepare for what we're about to go into. We've been so fortunate to have the ability to be at some huge Disney openings over the past 3 years, or so since we started this podcast. Things like the opening of Galaxy's Edge and Rise of the Resistance and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, the opening of Grand Destino Tower, things like that. But I don't think there's anything that can compare to a 50th anniversary. Like, we walked the streets of Main Street, of Magic Kingdom today, and I remember looking at you and going, 50 years ago, this wasn't open.
Yep.
Tomorrow it will be.
Yep.
And
so cool.
To think about being there on that exact 50th day is overwhelming in a weird way.
Well, so here's the only overwhelming and nervousness I guess I have is the merchandise in the morning. I just want to get that done and over with. I don't know if we're going to have to carry it everywhere. I don't know what we're going to have to do, but I will say I just want to get that done over with because then I feel like I can enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Maybe try to ride, the rides that were there 50 years ago.
Yeah, I'd love to do some opening day rides that we can.
We do have a lunch scheduled for Skipper Canteen that they do have something there, correct?
Yeah, there's a fried rice that is special out of those 150
that we will be getting.
Different foods that I'm going to eat.
Yep.
Some treats and all.
Right. So other treats as well. With that being said, I'm ready to get the merchandise over with. That's why, honestly, I kind of went today, and I hate to say it like this, but it was very great to see that everything wasn't dropped. Yeah. Like, it wasn't like everything was dropped. And the stuff that is really cool, but it wasn't stuff that I was like, oh my gosh, I want. Oh my gosh, I want.
There's a lot more coming out.
And I'm very scared about that because I think that's where everything is that I want. I did get my Pandora today. It is a beautiful, beautiful bracelet. It has 50th in gold, and Mickey is hanging from the 50th, and he's got blue pants on and his iridescent jacket. So he is in his 50th anniversary outfit. Yeah. It is a beautiful silver bracelet, and it was $160, but in my opinion, very, very well worth it. And then we got our annual pass holder 50th pin out of the way. Other than that, we did get the soap as well. Our little soap cute dispenser. Yeah. I love it so much. I have one at work.
There's a lot of good stuff though. Like, seriously, the thing is, I can't pull it off, right? That tracksuit.
I love you, but no.
Is the absolute best. I can maybe just get the jacket.
Oh yeah, you could totally get the jacket.
But the pants, probably not happening.
I mean, if you want
here's the thing.
I don't care. I love you enough.
Well, I'm in the middle, right? I feel like those tracksuits, you either have to be like in your 20s or like your 80s. You know what I mean?
Well, just get it and hold on to it.
And then when I'm like 80, I just sport that sucker around the old folks home.
Let's see. Would it be the 100th?
No, I'll just wait. Not yet,
I'm just kidding.
No, at that point, I could just, if I'm 87, then I could just get the 75th anniversary tracksuit.
There you go.
Maybe I make a collection or something.
There you go.
I don't know. That would be good.
Oh, you could wear both, 50th and 75th. Be like, look, brah, I was there at the 50th.
I don't think I'll be saying bruh at that point.
You might.
Maybe. Who knows?
You might.
Funny enough.
What are you looking forward to, by the way? Sorry,
No. All the same stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing every last statue. I'm really looking forward to, again, tomorrow, today, seeing everything that's going on. I'm going to be on the lookout for some folks like Josh D'Amaro and Bob Iger and celebrities. I think it'll just be neat to see from afar. There was a lot of filming that was going to be happening today. I know there'll be a ton tomorrow.
It was a little sad to see all that and know that not yet are we
Yeah,
part of it.
Well, I'm looking forward so much this weekend to seeing people and guests and people that, we've connected with online, but we've never met in person. To interacting with lots of other great podcasters and vloggers and bloggers and listeners and all of that type of stuff. I'm very, very excited for. We're going to see a ton of friends this weekend.
Yep.
Which I'm very, very excited for.
Cat comes down.
Yep,
Saturday.
Cat's coming down.
Friday.
Which is going to be cool, and seeing I can't even list the amount of people that I know we're going to have an opportunity to see and interact with, which is amazing.
Yes.
Disney memories. I first went in 1986. Been a couple times since. You went, as a kid. You grew up in Florida.
I don't remember the first time.
You've been a couple times since.
Yeah. Yep.
What are some of your favorite Disney memories? As I'm sure we're about to make some more of our favorites this weekend.
Yeah. Are you gonna cry?
Oh, I will cry all weekend long. I'm not kidding. Were you kidding me?
Of course, my favorite is Kaylin meeting Mickey.
Yes.
I know we've said it before on the podcast, but quick little story again. We always loved Disney, and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was on, and we made her watch it, but thank God she loved it. And we were at Hollywood Studios, and it was the
It's where Star Wars Launch Bay currently is or isn't. That they used to have the Mickey Fantasia meet and greet.
Yes. And she saw him, and when she saw him, it was like you or I seeing, your favorite
Josh D'Amaro.
Okay. Yep, there you go. You're starstruck.
Yes.
And she was at 18 months old. She was starstruck. And she just, my mother was there, my mother-in-law was there. All three women were crying. There may have been some men crying on the side.
Yeah, both our dads. It was our whole family. It was your 30th birthday.
Yep.
It was, did they call it the year of a million wishes? Because you got, it was the year that you literally got into the park for free.
Literally.
On your birthday.
Yep.
And you were 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will never, and I remember, she was 18 months old, and I remember thinking,
oh, you were so against it at first?
I was just like, she's too young. I was in that camp of she's too young for Disney. She won't remember it. And that was the moment I realized it didn't matter if she remembered it because we would.
Yeah.
And here we are 12 years later and can't stop talking about it.
Yep.
And she ran up and, kissed him on the nose.
Ugh.
Which I would also do if I saw Josh D'Amaro. I did not. I held myself back when I met him. But yeah, it just, that's certainly one of my favorites ever.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say the opening of Grand Destino here at Coronado as we watched this thing be built for, so long was unbelievable to be able to walk in as some of the first guests and see the lobby and the tower and Kronos Club, which I can't wait to come back in December. That's up there. But I think for me, a lot of my favorite moments aren't even like the big ones. They're just the ones you create at random times.
Right.
When your buddy Alex that you had gone to at All-Star Movies, we were staying in the Dalmatian section, and you went down earlier and you were getting soda or something, and you met Alex as a cast member, and he was so nice, and you took the girls back, and they were getting ice creams. And this was a couple years ago. They were much, much younger.
Yeah.
And you went to check out, and you were just like, "Oh, girls, look, it's my best friend Alex." Just being being friendly Rhonda. And he was like, "These are on me." And y'all came back. I think you got a cupcake. They each got an ice cream.
Yep.
And you telling me the story, and your guys' faces lighting up. Like, those are the moments that are the best. All right, being there for the opening of things like a Galaxy's Edge, and when we got to ride Rise of the Resistance, our Neil Patrick Harris candlelight processionals are some of my favorite.
Yeah,
Two
especially
of
when he
those,
waved at you.
And the two times
not
that we
acknowledged
saw,
you, not waved. Sorry.
Okay, I'm still on the fence, but it probably happened.
Oh my gosh, he totally did.
He did tweet back to me.
Yeah.
Look.
So.
Blue October.
And I just started to say, actually, some of my other fondest memories of Disney are meeting these amazing cast members who have now turned into our friends. Yeah. You know, we have Athena and Aaron and Chris and Darcy and I mean, like and Becca. There's so many to name, and I love it because you know we wouldn't be where we are without you guys listening. Mm-hmm. And again, thank you. Disney wouldn't be where it is without the cast members, and I think people forget how important they are and how amazing they are and what they do. And
especially over these last 18 months has been the hardest. Like I'm wearing my Be Nice to Cast Members shirt today. Yeah. And
how many people?
So many cast members commented on it today. And there's nothing better than them saying, you know, hey, I like your shirt. And then we can just respond, well, we appreciate you. You know, because they've been through a lot everybody's been through a lot these last 18 months.
Right.
Where I'm not just saying, my shirt doesn't need to say Be Nice to Cast Members. It needs to say Be Nice to everyone. You know, after the last 18 months. Yeah. But, you know, knowing what the cast members have gone through and, you know, a lot of their jobs and all have been up in the air for so long. And we're so excited to see so much coming back, to see things reopening. Of course, in a safe manner, you know, entertainment's coming back. So much entertainment is coming back here October 1st, especially at Epcot and all. And it's really important to see that. But yeah, to know that the Disney memories and the friendships that we've built are incredible. I mean, some of our best and closest friends are people that, for whatever crazy reason, started listening to the podcast, or they're cast members that we've encountered. Yep. And there's just something about that. It's just so cool, and there's nothing better than going and, you know, we'll walk down to Three Bridges later and get to see Carson and, you know, whoever else may be working tonight that we know, and Steve will be there, and just that really actually is probably my favorite memory, is just meeting people. Yep. And I can't wait to do a lot more of it this weekend. Yep. That'll be so exciting. And this is going to be such a fun journey, not just this weekend, but over the next 18 months. I love the fact that Disney is truly giving everyone an opportunity to experience this momentous occasion. Yeah. Because this is nuts, man. Like, Disneyland.
I know. I'm going to have to, after this,
in the start,
call my parents
Walt, like, it's just...
find out when they first went.
When they actually first went.
Because they actually... I don't remember the year they were married, but I remember that they honeymooned in St. Augustine.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
So...
my parents honeymooned in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, so...
74? 5? My brother was born in 76. Yeah. I think they were married in 74 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I will have to call them.
I know. So we'll call our parents after we get off the phone. I mean, got off the phone, get off the podcast and finish that. But yeah, it is neat. I'm excited to tell my mom that she was alive and well at when Disney actually opened, and I know that they went. I just need to find out the first time and day that she went. But to tell her, Mommy, I got a 50th. I'm here and I'm at the 50th. I mean, it's just. I think that's amazing. I think that's really cool. So
yeah, it's gonna be something, I think, to as the gates open. And to walk down Main Street.
Yeah, and to pass this down to my kids, because my kids could be definitely here on the 100th. And
holy moly, yeah. They could be here with their grandkids.
Yep, and
our great-grandkids.
Right.
But we won't know them, we'll be dead.
Jeremy, don't say that.
Rhonda, we will be dead probably in 50 years. Do you understand that?
I know.
92? Hey, if I got my grandma's genes, I'm set.
I don't know what I have.
But yeah, we'll be dead in 50 years. I'm pretty positive probably of that. We'll try and come for the 75th. We can bring our grandchildren to the 75th. And they'll be like, Grandpa,
But
will you be here for the 100th? And I'm like, no, Billy, I'll be dead. So let's ride Haunted Mansion one last time, buddy. Because this is it for me.
But yeah, anyways, I do like think of things like this Pandora bracelet is not as an investment to, pass on to my girls.
I wouldn't pass it on to either of those kids. They'll lose it within the first 24 hours, I have a feeling. I would pass it on to someone more deserving that will not lose it.
Well, I would hope that when I pass it on, they will be happy and that they would not be
And what moment do you
it.
pass it on? Just when you're
old. Really old.
Like, because you won't wear them anymore? Or you just
because I'm going to die.
Well,
I'm going to wear this forever. This is a beautiful...
I think it should be buried in it.
No, that's weird. And then somebody will steal it. I'm going to be cremated, by the way.
You could just
How
put
do we
it
get
around-
on this?
I don't know,
They
you
do
could
not want to hear
You
this.
can just put it around the little neck of the vase that you're stored in.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's end this on a happy note.
Yes.
Walt Disney World, happy 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Birthday, whatever we want to call it. We are so thankful. We're so glad to be here.
Yep.
We're so glad for everyone else that gets to be here over the next 18 months.
Yes.
To enjoy this journey. We are so glad that our overseas friends, things are opening up, that they can come and enjoy it.
Yep.
If I do not get a chance to have a 50th anniversary celebration beer with Gary at Three Bridges, I will go ahead and throw myself off of one of those three bridges because I would like for him to do that.
Okay.
I don't know where the path this is going. I think because I'm just thinking of riding Haunted Mansion tomorrow. No, I'm. This is so cool. We've been looking forward to this for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've been more excited about something happening at Disney in recent memory. We get a chance to be here. We get a chance to bring you guys along. So again, as Rhonda said, we are very, very thankful for you.
Yes.
And I kind of want to have a last minute contest. And the first person, I'll have to go back and verify, but the first person that can send me an email at magic@mainstmagic.com with the number of times that Rhonda said, with that being said during this episode, you will get a Main Street Magic t-shirt. Because you said it a lot. It was like your catchphrase this episode. I noticed it. And I was like, you know what? Let's give away a t-shirt.
Okay.
So magic@mainstmagic.com. Send me the number of times she said, with that being said during this episode. I'll verify and you will get a Main Street Magic t-shirt. Any parting thoughts, Rhonda?
With that being said, we might need to go.
Would you like to give away a shirt to anyone?
Sit down and... I don't know.
Okay.
No?
Okay, we don't have to. It was just top of my head.
Let's see.
You don't have to think of one. We could come up with one later. Let's do some. We can do some all year long.
Let's see. Email us and let us know. And whoever comes the closest to being... you can have a relative. You can be you. Who's closest to when Walt Disney World opened on October 1st of 1971.
Ooh, you're the first person who ever visited.
Yeah.
Based on that. Okay.
But I mean, it can be a relative. It can be somebody you know.
No, I think it should be them.
Well, why? Because
people that are older would have an advantage. I got you there.
But I mean, what if it's grandma or what if it's this?
That's fair.
What if...
But we need
we might be giving a lot of... we might be giving a lot of t-shirts away.
No. First person. No, the one who's the earliest. It's like Price is Right.
Oh, okay.
But you can go over. You just the person who, them or relative or prove some sort of in your circle, the closest to that October 1st, 1971 opening date.
Right, but what if somebody? Well, seriously, what if somebody comes after the fact and is on that day, and that person got the shirt is 3 days later?
Well, they don't get a shirt.
Okay.
You should have gone 4 days earlier on your trip. You might have to blame your travel agent for that. I don't know.
All right. Anyway.
Okay. I don't really know the logistics of how that one works, but we'll figure it out. Again, that's magic@mainstmagic.com. Everyone, thank you so much. Hopefully this episode was fun.
I hope so.
It was a little bit different, a little bit weird from, I think, some of our other episodes. But we really enjoy doing these ones. I like these conversational.
This is
Actually
fun.
would like to do more no-plan episodes maybe. In the future,
And let us
if
know what
everybody
y'all
likes them.
think, too,
Yes,
by the
please.
way.
Yeah, Main ST Magic on all the social channels, Main Street Magic Community on Facebook, because I don't think I mentioned it earlier. And with that being said, you should also subscribe. That one doesn't count. It's only Rhonda. You should also subscribe. You can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. And as long as you're out there, will you please leave us a rating and review?
With that being said, it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got. We'll see you real soon. On this episode, we are wishing Walt Disney World a very happy 50th anniversary. This is episode 396 of the Main Street Magic podcast.
Why are you stopping?
And today is October 1st,
No.
when it comes out.
Uh-huh.
All right, let me try this again. I didn't do any notes. On this episode, we are wishing Walt Disney World a very happy 50th anniversary. How do I normally do it? I don't know, and I don't see it in front of me. I've done this almost 400 times. Hold on. Let me think here. Holy moly, maybe I do need notes. That's awful. I'll just wing it. On this episode, we are wishing Walt Disney World... Disney. Forgot the S. All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I am your host, and I am joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
You didn't say her name.
Oh, I didn't say my name. I should say my name. This is awful. Okay.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.